Not everyone needs to spend a lot to edit video. If you're working on YouTube content, social media clips, short films, or just learning the craft, you don't need a $4,000 workstation. What you need is a machine that handles your footage without constantly making you wait. These are 3 of the best budget laptops for video editing in 2026. Each one takes a slightly different approach, and knowing which one fits your workflow will save you from buying the wrong thing. The MALLRACE Ryzen 7 is the most portable option here, and for budget editors who move around a lot, that matters. At 165 kg, it's genuinely light for a 15.6-inch laptop, and the 180-degree hinge gives you some flexibility in how you position it while working. The AMD Ryzen 7 5700U runs 8 cores and 16 threads, boosting up to 4.3 gates, which handles HD video editing and multitasking without too much strain. You get 16 GB of DDR4 RAM and a 512 GB NVMe SSD, so project files load quickly and the system stays responsive during editing sessions. The 15.6-inch Full HD IPS display is clear enough for editing work, and the machine supports external displays if you want more screen real estate at your desk. Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2 handle wireless, and there are multiple USB ports and HDMI on board. It's also listed as VR ready if that's relevant to your workflow. For a budget editor who needs something light and capable they can take anywhere, the MALLRACE is a solid starting point. The link to check the current price is in the description below. The HP Business laptop brings a newer generation Ryzen 7 chip to the table, and for budget video editing, that upgrade is worth paying attention to. The Ryzen 7 7730U is a more recent processor than the 5700U in the MALLRACE, and that shows in sustained performance during longer renders and more demanding editing sessions. It pairs with 16 GB of DDR4 RAM and a 512 GB PCI SSD. The 15.6-inch Full HD IPS display has an anti-glare coating, which is a practical feature during long editing sessions under bright lights or near windows. It runs Windows 11 Pro rather than Home, which gives you better security features and is worth having if you're doing client work or working in any kind of business environment. There's also AI Copilot support built in. Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.3 handle connectivity. For a budget editor who wants a newer processor, a professional OS, and a display that's easy on the eyes during long sessions, the HP is a step up from the MALLRACE without a dramatic price jump. You'll find the link in the description below. If you're finding this useful, a quick subscribe means you'll catch the next buying guide. I cover laptops and budget tech regularly. The Acer Nitro V is the one to look at if GPU accelerated editing is a priority, even on a budget. The RTX 4050 is the only dedicated graphics card on this list, and that makes a meaningful difference in applications like DaVinci Resolve and Premiere Pro, where GPU acceleration directly speeds up rendering, effects processing, and real-time playback. The Intel Core i5-13420H is a capable processor for the price, and the 512 GB PCI Gen 4 SSD is one of the faster storage options in this category. The one trade-off to be aware of up front, this version ships with 8 GB of DDR5 RAM rather than 16 GB. For lighter editing work, that's manageable, but if you're working with heavier projects or multiple applications running simultaneously, you'll want to factor in the cost of upgrading. The good news is it's expandable up to 32 GB, so the upgrade path is there. The 15.6-inch Full HD IPS display runs at 165 Hz. Thunderbolt 4 is on board for connecting fast external drives or monitors, and Wi-Fi 6 handles wireless. For a budget editor who wants to get into GPU accelerated editing without spending a lot, the Nitro V is the way in. The link to check the current price is in the description below. 3 different machines, 3 different priorities. Here's how to choose. If portability is the main factor and you want something light that handles HD editing on the go, the MALLRACE Ryzen 7 is the practical pick. If you want a newer processor, a professional OS, and a more refined everyday experience, the HP Business Laptop is the step up worth considering. If rendering speed matters more than anything else and you're willing to start with 8 GB of RAM and upgrade later, the Acer Nitro V and its RTX 4050 give you the most headroom. For growth, the honest trade-off on this list is that none of these machines are ideal for heavy 4K workflows or complex multi-track projects. Where they shine is HD editing, social content, YouTube videos, and short-form creative work. At these price points, that's exactly the right expectation to set going in. One practical tip: whichever machine you choose, an external SSD for project storage is a worthwhile addition. Keeping your project files on a separate flash drive frees up your system SSD and keeps things running smoothly as your project library grows. If you're building out your editing setup on a budget and want to keep up with the best options as they come out, subscribing means those guides land in your feed without you having to go looking. I cover budget tech and creator tools regularly.